This video introduces editing text files with a graphical editor. We use gedit, an application that is a full-featured text editor for the GNOME desktop environment. You launch gedit by selecting it from the menu, Applications, Accessories, there's gedit. Without using a mouse or the menu, you can still open gedit from your command line. Perform an Alt F2. Whoops, wrong keystroke. To bring up the Enter a Command dialog box. Type in the name of the command, gedit, and there it is. You've worked with graphical text editors or word processors before, I'm sure. So this should be very straightforward. Notice that what looks like a new document is used to create a new document. You can also choose to create a new document from the menu with File New. To save what you're working on is the Save button, or from the menu, File Save. To open an existing document to get started, you bring up the Open Files dialog box. And again, that can be done from the menu. File Open brings up the same dialog box. So I'm going to move into my student directory and open up a sample README file to have something to edit. Editing here is as you would do in any word processor. You just place the cursor and start typing. And then choose from the menu to save, or to quit, or to undo. The other major topic of this section was to teach the technique of graphical cut and paste or copy and paste. Text can be copied between documents, text windows, and command windows in the graphical environment. You select text and then duplicate it using a copy and paste technique, or move it using a cut and paste technique. To select text, use your mouse. Then right-click on the selection to bring up the context menu that gives you the choice of cut or copy. Let's copy. Then place your text with the mouse. Again, right-click to bring up the menu and choose Paste. You might think this appears the same as every other word processor you've ever used, so that's exactly the same. And there's one other technique, though, that is very useful. A lot of times you're working on the command line, you have text you want to copy into another window. You can use this from any window to any other window. Within the GNOME environment, all applications are supposed to support this capability. As an example, let me just select some text here. It could be anything, but let me just select something. And I don't have to tell it that I want to cut or copy. I've just selected it and I'm going to leave that. The technique is to use your mouse to paste it. Position your cursor. Let's open up a little white space to see this. Notice that the selection remains in the other window. The only thing I need to do is hit my middle mouse button, the third button, to paste that selection. The expectation is you've got a mouse that supports this functionality, and some 2-button mice emulate that with other, click techniques. But notice that in the graphical environment, cut or copy and paste is as simple as that. This concludes editing text files with a graphical editor.